There's absolutely nothing wrong with this. This isn't a problem. If it was a woman that did this, I promise you, she would be on here applauding her like, yes, that is so smart. Women, y'all should do that. Make sure you put the assets in somebody else's name so that your man can't get them, right? But it's all about ensuring that the woman is able to get as much money as she can. Like, this is definitely one of those things that comes down to a man versus woman thing. And it's like, oh man, the woman deserves to get all of this money. Yo, what is going on, real lovers? It's your man Immanuel back with a new video today. As y'all can see, got this clip that came on my feed. And it says, an attorney on TikTok encourages all women to get a prenup after soccer player Achraf Hakimi is set to get half of his wife's net worth after she filed for divorce. Ooh wee! Man, oh man, the results of that divorce got so many women big mad, and let's find out why, y'all. Let's get into this.
So if you haven't heard, Moroccan soccer player Hakimi is engaged in this vicious divorce battle with his soon-to-be ex-wife over assets to be distributed upon a divorce. The problem is Hakimi took all of his assets and put them in his mama's name.
Why is that a problem? Like, it is so amazing to me that when somebody make a smart move, it's a problem. It's a problem because this woman can't get to his paper because this man had the foresight to say, hey, why don't I offload some of these assets in a different manner? There's absolutely nothing wrong with this. This isn't a problem. If it was a woman that did this, I promise you, she would be on here applauding her like, yes, that is so smart. Women, y'all should do that. Make sure you put the assets in somebody else's name so that your man can't get them, right? But it's all about ensuring that the woman is able to get as much money as she can. Like, this is definitely one of those things that comes down to a man versus woman thing. And it's like, oh man, the woman deserves to get all of this money from this divorce. Now, I don't know the situation of their relationship. You know, perhaps she is entitled to receive some form of, compensation, some type of money. But it's crazy. Like, yo, if she ain't have a prenup, she ain't have a prenup. It is what it is, right? You can't come on after the fact and be like, yo, you should have had that. You should have did that. And encouraging other women to do it. Oh my goodness, man. You gonna have some women out here messed up in the streets trying to emulate you when they're not even married to some rich soccer player. Like, yo, that's the thing. You get these average type women. And when I say average, I'm meaning average in the sense when it's being compared to somebody who is wealthy, right? So that's that in context. I'm talking about average in the sense of how much your man is earning in comparison to a celebrity or to a professional athlete, right? It's not about you being an average woman. So don't come in my comments talking crazy about, oh, you said the women are average. No. In context, I keep it in context, average with regards to the amount of money that woman's husband is making compared to a professional athlete. It is average. It is average when you compare it. So if you have women whose husbands do not make professional athlete type money, then this type of advice is actually to their detriment because they could totally throw their relationship, a good relationship with a good man, down the drain because they're trying to emulate something that somebody is parroting over on TikTok about how they should move in order to be able to get what they need to get. That's with thinking about divorce. That's thinking about, oh yeah, this relationship is probably going to end, so I better prepare to be able to take him for as much paper as I can. If that's the way you rock, that's the way you rock. But as faith-based women, I'm making the assumption here, and I'll be clear about that. I'm making the assumption that you are not getting married just so that you can one day get divorced and come up on all of his paper, right? You're getting married because you want to partner up with a man that you can do life with. And if that's the case, guess what? All of this nonsense and the stuff that this woman is talking about, it does not even apply to you. But hey, you can follow her advice if you want to. Let's hear what else she got to say.
Now, the fact that he did that, that's a whole nother video. I'm going to give you tips on how to make sure you never end up in this situation. Step 1, get a prenup. I've talked about this before. I'm going to talk about it again. And you might be thinking, I don't have enough assets for a prenup. A prenup will mandate both parties to disclose what assets they have, where they're located, and whose name they're in. If she would have done that, she would have known from the beginning he has nothing in his name. Step 2, I want you to
So here's the thing. So like, if he ain't got nothing in his name, then it means don't marry him, sis. Don't marry him because you want to be able to get those assets. That's the underlying message that she is conveying is don't marry a man if you don't know that everything that he has is in his name so that if this don't work out, you can make sure you get half or even more of everything that he got, right? That's the kind of vibe and the way I'm interpreting the message that she's portraying. However, there are some accurate statements that she is making. For those who are interested in signing a prenup, I think that it is good for you to be able to see all of the assets that you and that other person have. Like that, there's definitely a benefit to that. But unless a prenup is something that you already have made in your mind that you want, whether to protect yourself or whether to protect, your partner, whatever the case may be, that's a decision for you to make. I feel like you should make those decisions based on your own personal situation between you and your partner, not because some celebrity or some woman didn't come off getting paid as much as she should have in a divorce. Like, nah, that's not the reason to make decisions like that. You making life choices based on somebody else's life, and that right there is dangerous.
You to have a provision in your prenup that requires you to get paid out for every year that you are sitting at home taking care of the family, taking care of the kids. And you might be thinking, oh, I don't need to do that. Shut up. Shut up. Society is going to pressure you into a lot of things. Your love for the family is going to pressure you into a lot of things. And you need a payout in the event that you sacrifice your entire career and sit at home, because you're not going to be able to jump back into the freaking work market with a gap in your resume. Step 3, and this is something.
All right, so what she just said there, once again, like there is some decent, accurate points that she's making if you find yourself in those type of situations, right? There's nothing wrong with having those type of provisions in there. And as long as you and your partner agree with them, by all means, man, y'all sign the papers. That's what it is. But then if you are doing that solely to be able to get paid off of your partner if this marriage was to dissolve, man, that's where it's like, yo, why are you going in with that type of mindset? I don't think that there's anything wrong with kind of thinking ahead to a certain extent, but I feel like that's what your attorney should be doing, right? So like, I'm not mad at her from the perspective, if she's an attorney, like is proclaiming that she is, and I'm not saying that she isn't, so I'm gonna just take it on face value. As an attorney, like I feel like she's giving good advice to a woman that finds herself in a position where she does want to be covered in case there is a divorce. So like there's nothing that I would say necessarily is wrong with that. I mean, once again, you better do your homework and make sure that you're not sacrificing your relationship just because you trying to, for lack of a better term, keep up with the Joneses or try to do what these wealthy and these rich folks is doing. Like, don't make bad decisions because you trying to be like somebody else.
I'm personally going to have in my prenup, have a payout clause for every child you bring into this world. And you might be thinking, oh, you're not doing a big job by bringing a child into this world. It's your duty. Shut up. Okay? Shut up. The mental, physical, emotional toll that
she wants y'all to shut up, don't she? But she's supposed to be helping y'all. Shut up.
it's going to take on your body, on who you are as a person, it's going to change you forever. And let's be completely honest, when you are divorced and you have to go back into the dating market, they're going to treat you as a single mother with children very differently than a rich man who's divorced and has kids. It's not going to impact him or his life. It's going to impact you. So make sure you're compensated for it.
Oh, so you got to be compensated. Okay. Oh, they saved the best for last. So now a woman needs to be compensated in the divorce because her prospects and how she is going to appear on the dating scene after the divorce is going to be worse than the man. Really? Are we serious? Is that how we rocking now? Is that what we are determining how somebody should be paid after a divorce? Is because of how what type of man you going to be able to attract after it's over? This stuff is foolish to me. This is foolish to me. But then you see in context, right? She's comparing it with a woman who just married a rich man. Of course, a rich man, whether he's single, divorced, or married, is going to be a catch for a lot of women on the dating scene. And that's just reality. That has nothing to do with the fact that he was married to this woman and now they're divorced. I mean, let's be real. This advice that she is giving is, to me, suited towards women who are interested only in money when it comes to their relationships. Now, by no means am I saying that a woman should not be prepared in the event that a marriage does end, that she is provided for in a way that is, necessary, right? There are women who do decide to, take care of the family, take care of the children, and they are the ones who get sole custody of the children after the fact. By all means, there should be some form of support for those children, and there should be some form of support for that woman until she is able to get back up on her feet and begin earning income on her own. But to rely on that, for that to be the main focus of why you are signing a prenup, man, I feel like that is just hey, if you want to rock like that, you can rock like that. But always keep in mind, if you go into a relationship thinking about the end of the relationship, that relationship is probably already over. Like at the very least, the countdown has started. Man, you can't be out here going into relationships thinking about the end. But by all means, if you are a person with money, whether that's a woman or a man, then yeah, you should be considering a prenup more so from the perspective of protecting your assets and ensuring that you do come up with some type of mutually beneficial agreement if there was to be, you were to dissolve that marriage. So there's nothing necessarily wrong. I'm not against prenups. I just feel like the advice in this video is really tailored towards women who are primarily with wealthy men. And I feel like the women who are not in a position to marry men who have a lot of money, wealthy men, rich men, then to follow this advice is definitely going to be, I feel like dangerous. It could put you in a position where you mess something up with a really good guy and, you doing it because you just trying to follow the advice of somebody that you saw on TikTok. So women, beware, be cautious, and always be mindful of the decisions that you're making and ultimately who you are getting counsel from. Keep it godly, keep it wise, and, always own up to the decisions that you make, just like this woman has to own up to the consequences of not getting a prenup. Like, yo, that's life. She felt confident going into that relationship. Unfortunately, it came to an end, and now, that's life. It is what it is. You gotta, kind of suck it up, keep it moving, keep it pushing. You can't rely on that man for the rest of your life. And, you shouldn't be trying to rely on another person for the rest of your life, especially if the relationship or the marriage is over. But that's all I got in this one, y'all. Definitely share y'all thoughts down below. If you are a single woman and you want to manifest your future husband, I highly recommend you go grab a copy of the prayer book, Manifest Him, Powerful Prayers for Your Future Husband. The link will be below and in the description for you to go check it out. But that's all. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, stay blessed, live, and love life. Thank God for another video. Deuces.